Today, I'm arguing that the International Criminal Court has been productive, and I want to focus on what productivity actually means in international law. The question is if the ICC has been productive in trying war criminals, but the question isn't whether the ICC is trying war criminals in a perfect manner. It's not just about how many people get convicted. Productivity is about influence, pressure, accountability, and making sure that serious crimes don't disappear. Even with its challenges, the ICC has played a major role in all those areas. It's far from perfect, but definitely has been productive, and that's the argument and the question that's being asked right now. I want to argue that one of the biggest signs that the ICC is doing something meaningful is that it challenges the power of states, even really powerful ones. Most organizations don't have the authority to go after presidents, generals, or political leaders. The ICC does, and at the moment it opens a case or issues a warrant, and that leader's freedom changes. My professor always says that even if the ICC can't physically arrest someone, the fact that the charges are in the books matters. Once that investigation exists, it's official. Leaders suddenly stop traveling, avoid certain countries, and have to answer to the international community. We've seen this with people like Putin, and if the ICC truly had no impact, these leaders wouldn't alter their behavior, but they do. And that shows that the ICC is actually exerting real pressure and shifting global power dynamics, regardless of the amount of people or numbers that they've only been able to convict within the last 20 years of existing. A lot of people, or you argue that, criticize the ICC because not every case reaches a full trial, but honestly, that's not how international justice works. The second the ICC opens a case, things start happening. Investigators collect evidence, victims provide testimony, and the situation gets officially documented. This matters because documentation creates accountability. I want to say that again. Documentation creates accountability. It's in the books. It means that crimes aren't ignored or forgotten, and even if the ICC can't finish the trial right away, other courts, especially domestic courts, often use the ICC's evidence to prosecute people themselves. Countries also adjust their actions simply to avoid being investigated again. So the ICC is productive even behind the scenes. It creates pressure, keeps records, and keeps governments in check. I know you also argued that the ICC takes too long, but these are not simple cases with 2 witnesses and a police report like any other normal trial here in America. These cases involve war zones, multiple languages, hundreds of victims, and governments that refuse to help. You can't really build a case of genocide or mass crimes in 3 months. It's going to take years. And honestly, that's not unproductive. It's necessary. If the ICC rushed things, the cases would fall apart. Slow investigations actually show how careful the ICC is with evidence. So the long timelines don't mean the ICC is failing. They reflect the complexity of the crimes being addressed. To wrap it up, the ICC has been productive because it's willing to challenge powerful states, and it's willing to challenge all states because it records and investigates crimes even when cooperation is limited, and because it takes time. It takes the time needed to do justice right. It's not perfect, but that wasn't the question. The question was, is it productive in trying war criminals? It's not perfect, but it pushes the world toward more accountability, and it's in the books, and that is real productivity.